Psoriasis is an autoimmune condition with no cure, and I've had this for more than 20 years. Here are 3 more mistakes I've made that you may want to avoid. And if you missed the first video, I will link it below. The first mistake is to avoid topical steroids completely. Now I know this sounds controversial, but please hear me out. I too at one point refused to use topical steroids. In fact, I avoided going to the dermatologist because I did not want to be prescribed them. Instead, I spent many years doing traditional Chinese medicine, which did not help the psoriasis at all. The main concern for most people regarding topical steroid use is developing topical steroids withdrawals, where your body becomes so reliant on topical steroids that it reacts badly once you stop, almost like an addiction. And that is a valid concern. People do encounter this, and I don't want to downplay just how serious it can be. But what actually causes the topical steroids withdrawals? Believe it or not, it's not simply the steroids themselves. According to the Health Science Authority of Singapore, topical steroids withdrawals is associated with prolonged and improper use. When used appropriately, topical steroids can be an effective treatment option. I have been using topical steroids for more than 20 years, so did I develop topical steroids withdrawals? Well, let me show you exactly what happened when I used them on some of my psoriasis patches. Now you will notice that these spots are pretty small. And yes, topical steroids works best on smaller spots. When I noticed these spots relapsing, I immediately started using Enstella, which is a topical steroid foam, but I followed the instructions of using it for only 2 weeks, and then I started to taper off, reducing the frequency from daily to once every 2 days, and so on, eventually cutting off completely. How we actually stop using topical steroids is just as important as how we use it. By tapering off gently, we give our skin time to adjust. Topical steroids do not always work. Sometimes they will fail and the spots grows bigger. If you have moderate to severe psoriasis, you would need other treatments that target the whole body. Because remember, topical steroids is caused by prolonged and improper usage, and spreading it across your entire body over a long period of time falls into that category. So that was mistake 1. Let's talk about mistake 2, which has nothing to do with treatment. Instead, it has got to do with how we think about this condition. Expecting remissions to be permanent. Now don't get me wrong, remissions feels incredible. Your first remission will likely be one of the happiest moments in your life, and your first relapse will take that away. And it's not a matter of how long the remission lasts. A few months, a few years. When it comes back, it still catches you off guard, because somewhere along the way you start living like it is over. And then one day a spot appears and it grows bigger and bigger until there is no stopping it. That is the mistake, not the relapse itself, but assuming that remission meant it was finished, because it never is. I know this because I've had so many relapse and remission cycles, and the first time my skin cleared, I was incredibly happy. I wore shorts, went to the beach, did things that I would never bring myself to otherwise. I didn't care about psoriasis anymore, and then one day a tiny spot reappeared. Our remissions are well deserved, and you should enjoy it. But understand that psoriasis does not leave. It just goes quiet for a while. But because of that, it teaches you how valuable that time really is, and you will appreciate life so much better. Knowing that psoriasis will come back is one thing, but not preparing for it when it does is another, and that is mistake 3. The worst relapse I ever experienced started from one tiny little spot, and because I had no medication available and my appointment at the dermatologist was 5 months away, I watched this spot grow and spread across my body, beginning a long and torturous few months. That taught me to never ignore a spot, no matter how small. No, I keep topical steroids on hand at all times. I also have existing prescriptions remaining. Every time I go for my appointments, I request for these medications, but I don't actually collect them. I just keep them for when I need it. The earlier you catch it and deal with it, the higher the chances of it going away. So these are 3 mistakes that have made the biggest difference for me, but understand that everyone's journey is different. What is a mistake you wish someone had told you about earlier? Let me know in the comments below. And if you missed the first video, I will link it below. Between the two, hopefully there is something useful in there for you. If there is, save it and share it with someone who might need it as well.